How's it going, Top Forest TV? My name is Jack, and welcome to my preview for Nottingham Forest versus Peterborough at London Road. So yeah, big game this one, as I think every other game for the rest of the season is going to be. Big game for both sides, really. I'm not too sure, I haven't worked out mathematically, but I think if Luton lose this, if Peterborough lose this, they're down, I think. I think that could be the case. I know for sure if we win or other teams drop points, then we will confirm a playoff place, which is huge. You know, we haven't been in the playoffs for, 13 years? Something silly like that. So to confirm that would be huge. And I think that it's a massive step in the right direction for the club to confirm that as early as possible, and to then be able to focus on potentially getting second is huge. You know, we want that to be cemented rather than just focusing on above us and sort of slipping down. I think kind of like what happened under Sabri. You know, if we can go out there and just really just give them an absolute slapping and confirm a place in the playoffs, that's just what we want. You know, I think that will be. It'll just show why this season's been so good. To be, what is it, 1 point after 8 games and then confirm the playoffs with 3 or 4 to go is huge. I think no club has ever actually got in the playoffs. I think they've even finished higher than 14th after being bottom after 8 games. So, you know, the work that's happened has just been absolutely incredible at this club. And, you know, I can't thank Steve Cooper enough for the season he's given us so far. Even if we don't get where we want to be, to do what we've done is huge, and something that we can only be proud of. But yeah, I think we've got to just really go in all guns blazing against Peterborough. It's a game that we should be winning. Peterborough, not on the best one of form, not on the worst. They did get a massive 2-0 win against Barnsley last time out, but I do think it'll be those two who joined Derby in the Championship. They've not really been good. Reading probably one of the other teams who were in that shout, but they've done really well recently, and credit to Paul Ince, really got the best out of them there, and they're doing really well. Came back from 4-1 down to draw against Swansea, which was massive for them, and I think, you know, I think they've done just enough probably to steer clear of Barnsley and Peterborough. They've been really poor this season, to be fair to them, and you know, I think we should be putting them away. I'm confident of this one. I'm going to say something like 3-1. I was really confident about the Luton game. I mean, we lost that one, but I'm going to say 3-1 Forest, 3-0 Forest. I'm feeling really confident about this one. I think we're going to go out there and put in a really, really strong performance, a performance that's a real statement of intent for the last few games. You know, we can put in back-to-back performances like this, where we're absolutely dominant and we are by far the better team. But I mean, I'm really looking forward to see how this one pans out. You know, I think in terms of the starting 11, you got to go fairly unchanged, if I'm honest. Maybe bring Cook back in, depending on his fitness levels. But Figgs has been excellent in the time he's had in, and this next man up kind of philosophy that Cooper has is work to treat. You know, you have a player come out of, you know, the starting 11 through injury. You look at Grabs, and then you see Keenan Davis coming in and he's smashed it. You look at Figueiredo coming in for Cook, and he's smashed it. Lowe got an injury. Colback was moved into that position and he's been really, really good. You know, you see a player get dropped through injury. You know, Davis at the minute, Surridge is shining. You see a player get dropped through injury, and then the player that comes in, or through suspension, like Horvath, the player who comes in meets the level, the required level, and there's no drop off. Like, I've got a group chat with some of my friends from college and some of their friends who I've now become friends with, who they all support. Well, we're all football fans, and there's a couple of fans people in there who support the same club. A couple of Newcastle fans, Leeds fan, Chelsea fan, Liverpool fan. You know, but they one of them put in the group about the fact that Davis was injured for the rest of the season, and okay, I was a bit disappointed, but I was just like, it's not going to be a step down with Surridge, because he's been excellent since coming in. He's taken his chances and he's taken them well. And then, like you see against West Brom, scores the 4th goal to seal it. A brilliant finish. You know, against Huddersfield, scored in that game, was fantastic. So that next man up way of doing things has been huge for us, and it's really paid off, because the players who have come in have really shone and shown why they deserve to start, and that really shows sort of the squad depth we have. And if anyone's injured, say for the playoffs, we have a big crucial game, say we've got like Sheffield United or whatever in the playoffs, and we've lost Max Lowe through not being able to play against his parent club. We know we've got Jack Colback who can slot in and do the job there. Or we know that, say for example, we've got an injury to maybe Zinkernagel, for example. You know, we know we can slightly switch things and bring in a player who's of the level that can do the job. You know, I think it shows the quality that we have, and it shows the squad that we've got and the recruitment that we've made. It's been so smart and so well done that it's been a real breath of fresh air, really, because I know over the past couple of years we've just sort of bought who's available. You know, we needed a right back and we got Carl Jenkinson, who just he was on such a high wage. He's still at the club and he's been, you know, he's hardly had any games and he's been poor in the games that we've had him. You know, you look at strikers, you brought in Rafa Guerreiro, who wasn't particularly bad, but it was just an easy signing because he was at Olympiacos. Whereas now we've got in Murphy and Cooper, and we're able to bring in smart bits of business. You know, we brought in Keenan Davis first day of the January transfer window. People are a bit like, you know, he doesn't seem to score, but he's smashed it and he's been excellent. You know, we managed to get Zinkernagel in from Watford, who it was a surprise that we were able to get him because he did quite well for them last season, and he's been excellent for us. You know, Surridge, real question marks over him. They've been excellent, so you know we might have to change a few players, switch a few things up through injury or whatever. But if ever we have to do that, I'm really confident that we've got a group of players and a bunch of lads who are able to just next man up. Someone can slot in and do a really good job. So I know Cook, he's coming back from injury. Obviously he played the last few minutes. I think it might have been 20 minutes or so against West Brom and didn't really have much to do. But Cook looked up to the standards, and you could say easily put him back in. We need him back in. He's one of our best centre backs, but I think Figueiredo's done an excellent job and deserves probably to stay in that position. That would probably be one of the only changes I would make in that side. I think that was our strongest team against West Brom, other than obviously Surridge. I'd probably say Davis is slightly stronger, but Surridge has done a really good job when he's been given the opportunity. So I'd probably go unchanged for me. And like I say, I think it'll be sort of like maybe 3-0, 3-1. I could see Peterborough trying to go for it because it's all or nothing for them. It's now or never in terms of their survival hopes for this season. So if they are able to, you know, go out there, they're going to try and just put everything at us and go forward. There's going to be gaps left open. There's going to be spaces for players to move into, and I think them pushing to try and win the game might fall into our hands really, and we might just be able to win sort of 3-0. I do feel comfortable and quite confident that will happen. So yeah, if I had to go with scorers, I definitely can see Surridge scoring, and then probably Johnson getting on the score sheet, and then I'm going to go with James Garner. But yeah, I'm really confident for this one, and I think it's a massive chance for us to confirm a playoff place. Shows amazing turnaround this season and real progression, and it'll be nice to be back in the playoffs. It's weird. We haven't been in the playoffs for, 13 years or so, and it feels weird. I can't really remember what it feels like to be in the playoffs. I was there at the last game we played in the playoffs, that devastating night against Blackpool. But hopefully this time, if we don't make the top two, it can be playoff positivity, and I do think we can win the playoffs. I really do. I think most clubs that we come up against are going to be scared of us, so I think we can go out there and do what we need to do and win it. So yeah, big game for both sides. Us to confirm a playoff place, them to give themselves a chance of staying in this league, but I do think it'll be quite a comfortable one for Forest. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, smash that like button, subscribe if you are new at Talk Forest TV. Comment down below what your thoughts are on the game, who you think might score, what you think the score will be, and come on, you Reds.